I am now included.
If I try and remember how to use Twitch.
Good.
You'd have thought I'd been doing this for about, what, 4 or 5 months now? I'd have learned by now, but... Stream Manager. It don't help that my Discord's broken on my laptop.
Oh shit, I
Right.
just realised qualifying doesn't have any ghosting. I'm screwed.
Right, your audio's working. Calvin, can you just say something so it's working?
Summit.
You have my sense of humour.
Yeah, it
I
worked.
like this.
Fantastic.
Yeah, on foot, man.
You will be a good addition.
Make a fine addition to my collection.
It's okay,
Right,
because
so-
I'll be knocked out in Q1.
2 things slightly different this week than most weeks. I, as ever, am sat in the box commentating and taking the piss out of everyone. But Shrimpy, my glamorous assistant, is actually going to be driving. He will finish last if he finishes. So to replace him, even though he's still here, but he's mainly just going to scream in a southern accent, we have Alpaca Carbon, who had a lot of pace here in F2. He races in F2, and he's here now. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Well, I figured it would be better to have an extra voice here, because I can see after about 8 laps we're going to probably mute Shrimpy's mic, because it's just going to be...
I won't blame you. I'm
But,
surprised
how
that
are
you
you
didn't
feeling
start the
then about
stream,
the-
by the way, with the fact that I was voted better commentator than you.
Well, yeah, no, I wasn't going to lead with that.
I thought you
I was
should.
going to wait till everyone stopped watching.
No. The second best commentator out of the two of us has to lead this commentary team while I'm driving,
Second funniest.
which means I'm better.
Better. I'm just trying to find the...
Just trying to find a mute button.
Didn't take long. Right, so early predictions, do we have any? I think we've got a few reserves today, and it's... I'll have a look at it. I'm just posting it in the Discord now, 2 sec. There we are, right. So the reserves that we have are Peaches from last week, who had a fight for the final point with Dilly. He's driving the AlphaTauri. Callum, who took the piss, crashed twice and didn't qualify and still finished 3rd in the Haas, replacing TGH, isn't he? Who isn't here. Shrimpy in the Renault, and Heckles in the in Peach's Racing Point. I don't know why they didn't give her that car again, but there we go. It don't normally take this long to load, does it?
We've got frequent Carp and Tommy lad that's still loading in. I don't know why.
I'm looking for...
Come on, I
Massive.
want to settle
Can you
out.
get back in? Yeah, he's there.
Easy.
Wagwan win it. He just put in the chat.
Wagwan.
He must be pissed. What are our predictions? He says. Right. I don't know. What about you, Alpaca? You know a lot of these from F2, and you're pretty handy around this track. Anything you could jump in with? I know there's a few of them you won't know, like Heckle. Well, all the reserves and a few others that are just F1 only.
Yeah.
Jamie, for example. But out of the lot that are on, any that sort of spring out in practice or anything?
So obviously Alfie's setting the early pace in practice. Probably leading championship, so probably looking favourite for this race. TJH not showing up, so that's going to be a big hit for his championship hopes, and probably lose maybe 1 or 2 positions this race.
We'll just have a look now. He's currently 2nd with Jamie just behind him, and there is 11 points between them. So yeah, he could drop down if Jamie has a good one. If Aaron has a good race, actually, he could possibly drop down too. Aaron and Wendell just
absolutely,
1 point behind Aaron.
Aaron's definitely got
Alfie,
pace.
yeah, he's got pace, and I think he likes this track as well. Cody's being Cody's, says Lord Crashter. That's why we're waiting. Frequent Carp's sorted, so he's just Tommy Lad now. Alfie, yeah, he is leading the championship by quite a way. Let's have a look how far. Only 68 points, so you know he he's all to play for.
Only 3 race wins ahead.
It's weird how people sort of so much different in F2 and F1. Like, he's nearly untouchable in F1. Jamie gives him a bit of a run for his money, but not in any sort of meaningful way, sadly. But in F2, he's not nearly as quick. What actually happened to you on Wednesday? Because I know you were sort of going really well. There we are. But then you ended up behind me.
Yeah, so race 2, I got caught up in the first corner incident. I got spun round, mounted.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. So I was last, and then managed to start going through, and then I got collected by an Australian as I went up the hill. So that basic race over, went into the pit to change tyres, and it put my mediums on from race 1. So then I had to pit again, and obviously I got a penalty from hitting Saints, and yeah, so I had to do a 5-second penalty, change tyres, change wing, go back around, go back in again, put new tyres on. So it was race over for me, so I was just doing laps after that.
Yeah, just having a bit of a play. I think that was the first one I've ever voluntarily retired from. We've got Winner's asking what Lord Crash is going to do in qualifying, so we'll go through our quali predictions in a minute.
Yep.
Lord Crash is letting us know it's going to be a dry race, which is
Sweet!
and Maddie said hello, so hello Maddie. Right, what we usually do, we're going to lose 4 people in Q1, is it? 3? 3 winners.
How many have we got?
Yeah. We've got 18, yeah, so who do we reckon's gone? I'm going to say, obviously, Shrimpy.
Yeah, I mean, that's just obvious.
Without question.
Yeah, sorry, Shrimpy, mate.
Yeah.
It's kind of obvious,
And then,
so I mean, I'll take that.
Yeah, you'll be gone. And then I'm going to say Peaches and Callum. I don't think he's going to qualify. That's what I'm going to go for.
Well, hard for me to make predictions because I don't really know who's lingering around the back of the grid. So
yeah, no, I think if you get it wrong, we'll be
yeah.
I've just noticed that Shrimpy's come out of the pits all subtle, like didn't want us to notice. So obviously we're gonna have to follow him.
I slowed down to let Alfie past me.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm sure.
That actually was because Alfie was coming right up my backside. And I don't particularly want to start off my first race in F1 with crashing into, the championship leader. I don't think that's a good
in
way
the
to
chat.
go.
His quali predictions, his pole's going to be Jamie, second's Aaron, and third's Alfie. Oh, well, you weren't there in practice. Alfie was setting the times. He was 1/10 off the top on mediums, and also Maddie, I'm well. I think these guys are as well. How are you?
I'll be surprised if Alfie makes it through to Q2, to be honest.
Yeah, he's never been that quick at this game. He just struggled when he was
Absolutely.
Right, so we're right on board with Shrimpy. See
Why would you do this?
What he can do. Deep into turn 1, he's really not happy with the steering there, but it worked in the end. It wasn't a bad line. Comes through this little chicane, he takes it pretty wide actually. A lot of them cutting that, and then very wide here at turn 3 as well. So far, easily the slowest start to any flying lap we've had so far. It's nice. So he's we've always had that idea of in like the Olympics, they should have just some random person compete alongside all these athletes just to show how quick they are. Because watching Usain Bolt and Cord nipping 100 metres, it's impressive, but it'd be more impressive if Jeff from down the road did it as well. And that's what we've got with Shrimpy. These guys put a lot of practice in and they're all very good at this game, even the bad ones. So Shrimpy's there to just show how much better these guys are than the average person. That's what he's here for.
Well, Alfie's had
into
to
the last
bottle his lap.
now. Oh, was he?
Yeah, he had a big moment, so he's to abandon this lap. I'm probably going to go again.
Yeah, he'll have another go straight away, won't he? He'll be able to put in the time to get him out of Q1 easier, if you thought.
Absolutely.
Shrimpy coming over the line with a 1:14.7, which is not as bad as I was expecting, if I'm honest.
It's actually better than I expected.
I was
expecting 1:16.
6th place out of the 6 that have gone so far, but
that's good.
it is still
It's top
10.
Place. It's top 10.
It is. He's had a bit of a moment there, though. He's got someone behind him. Oh, that was close. Right, who's coming on a lap there? Jamie Walsh, who Lord Crashter, or TGH, reckons he's going to be on pole. Let's see what he can do. Is he going slowly now? It's someone else. No, it's someone else. It's one of the Red Bulls. He's going pretty slowly around the final sort of chicane before the last corner. Now, Jamie a little bit twitchy as well. I think Aaron was as well. Do you think these sort of faster drivers have a bit of a sort of less stable setup to be a bit sort of quicker? Because obviously, high-speed corners, you want quite low downforce, especially at the rear, but it does make it twitchy. As Aaron goes fastest with a 1:09, which I couldn't even do in time trial, which is not a bad on that time at all. But did you sort of find that the best sort of setups in F2 were the sort of rear twitchy ones, but just if you can hold it together, it's pretty good?
Yeah, I like the F2 car to feel like a go-kart, really. It's quite nice to sort of roll it around.
Yeah, sort of almost get the back end out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he set a purple sector 2, Jamie. He might have done a purple sector 1 as well, I'm not sure. We've got an Alfa Romeo stopped on the side of the track in sector 1. Not sure why. As Jamie goes 1:09. Oh, bloody hell. 1,000th between Jamie and Alfie.
Yeah, Alfie's lap wasn't great. He run out of ERS pretty... probably just at the end of sector 2, so there's a lot more time there.
He must have gone straight one.
Yeah, he went straight off another. Yeah, absolutely.
Fair enough. I mean, I think Jamie had a couple of twitchy moments as well. It wasn't a bad lap by any means, but it wasn't what he'll want. Meme Master's on his out lap. He's only just started his out lap actually.
Yep, Kishan.
Let's see, the Red Bulls are both.
Biller's out as well.
They are. They're a bit further round. Kishan's just starting his flyer now. You'd think easy through Q1, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Kishan's very quick. When he can keep it on the track,
when he wants
absolutely.
To. Yeah. He's quick when he's not in the grass.
Yeah, I think it comes down to consistency then, doesn't it, with Kishan? Shows such great pace and promise, and then within a matter of moments, it's all tears and...
Yeah. And neck braces. He's a bit sort of like Meme Master in that, but I think Meme Master's just inconsistent, whereas Kishan, I don't know if he's just got no attention span or what, but he does sort of struggle a little bit more sort of during qualifying. He's the one we'll see put it in a wall if anyone will. As Callum goes quickest, so he's going to qualify then, so I wouldn't be wrong. He's not going out in Q1 as Kishan puts in a purple sector 2.
Absolutely, he's really good lap here.
He did quite well fast. In S2 as well, didn't he? What was he, P2
he done
in the end, or did he get pole? You got pole, didn't you? So
I got pole. He got P2, I think, yeah.
Which is not a bad...
see what he
bad
gets.
little showing for the Dutchman. I don't know why he's just
got
on the grass there. There you are. 1098. That's, does he like this track? I think he might do.
That's really close for the top 5.
Yeah, you'd imagine they're done now. They'll go back into the pits and
absolutely
or something. So who else is on flyer? Let's have a look. Shrimpy is on another out lap. He's currently safe. Well, that's because
so many people haven't done the lap.
On the race yet.
B-Master's about to cross the line and goes 8.
Yeah, 8 fastest is not bad for him. And then frequent carps on his out lap. Let's see what he can do. Been asked to follow Shrimpy around, but I think we'd fall asleep. I think you're behind him anyway, aren't you? Have you just started your flyer? No, you have just started your flyer, so we'll come back to frequent carp in a minute. We'll watch you.
Oh,
so
well,
Evan's
I've
out
already
on
binned it
medium.
first corners.
So I'm sure he's just getting a bit of a feel for the track. Probably come in, put some softs on. We're showing a bad time on their mediums.
Ground down a little bit for Q2. See what his pace is like.
Absolutely.
But Evan, we have seen him. I think he was the guy who came out in intermediates in qualifying once on a dry track. So he does sometimes just lose his head. Let's see best lap. And he's setting laps. So's Peacock. Or Peaches. Also on the mediums. This is confusing. In the Alpha Tauri currently P15. There, a lot of curve there for Shrimp. He thought we wouldn't notice that.
Oh,
Very
I
tidy,
knew you would.
Doesn't look quick.
It's not. I'm 4/10 down.
Are you going for another flyer?
Yep.
That was you going to narrate us through this lap while you're going round?
Oh, I can narrate you through it and tell you how shit it is.
That'll do.
Slightly late on the brake, too early on the turn, bit faster. I'm in the green at the moment, now I'm not, because now I am. Too wide, because I'm shit. Still in the green though. Some fucker in front of me. Peaches fucking blocks me off.
I mean,
Too late
there
now,
was a good...
Peaches. Too fucking late. I'm now up an entire second down. So there's that lap being
Right, well,
binned.
Thanks for trying.
So Dude Rivers on
free kick
his
out coming around.
fast lap. He's down in
Dude River.
14th, so he needs to get
Well, we'll have a...
bombing gear and
Well, he's down to 15th now. His frequent cap
Down
goes
to
a 1:10.7. What's Dude River doing? He's still in Sector 1, just starting Sector 2 now. Let's see how he
it's
gets
been
knocked out by his
pretty clean
teammate.
up.
It does look quite tidy. I think it's one of them where, you know, when it doesn't look particularly quick, but
Yeah, absolutely.
that just means it's tidy and it's not like aggressive. Whereas Shrimpies didn't look particularly quick because it wasn't particularly quick.
It wasn't at all, not in the slightest. But that lap was actually, I was a second up by the time I was behind Peaches.
You could have got past Peaches. You weren't close.
No,
enough to say that
Peaches
she'd
was
block
on
you
an
there.
out. Peaches was only on an out lap. And
No, I know, but there was still a good
oh, there
chunk of time
probably was,
between you.
but I'm cautious, so I had to slam the brakes on quite early because she moved over to the left, then came back onto the racing line again before I bloody got behind.
So Dude River, he improves his time, but not his standing. He's still P15. He's got time to set another one, and he's got the battery. I don't think he's got the fuel for it actually. So a quick nip in the pits and see what he can do. Dolt is on his flyer. Oh, he's in the grass.
I think it'll be a close
This isn't gonna be
battle
very
to try and get out of that.
Yeah,
Q1.
sort of P15 is going to be a bit of a fight there.
Have
So
a quick look
Dolt's
and
not
see
really improving here.
the lap times ahead of me, if possible, while you're there.
You can't. Tommy Ladd is 1:12.6.
Oh, right, so they're 2 seconds
Peaches
ahead
is
of me, that's fine.
1:12. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, 1.9 seconds ahead of you, P17. If you want to get into Q2, you need to find another 2 seconds and 3/10.
Yeah, we know that ain't happening, so.
The Heckles just starting the Flyer. They were in the McLaren last week and they did quite well actually. Was it P5 in the end?
Yes, I believe so.
I think he got a bit forgotten about in the race because you had Callum carving through the field by no one's business, like it going out of fashion, and Peaches fighting Dilly tooth and nail for the last point. So Heckle's decent drive. Was it from P11 to 5 or 7 to 5, something like that? They definitely went up, not down. And this is quite a solid lap, maybe a little late into the corner there, which forces you a little bit wide into the second to last corner, but seem to handle it pretty well coming around the final sort of long right hander. You're taking as much of the curve as you like, don't touch the gravel, it's not done, whack your DRS open. He's not sticking in the toe with the Alpha Tower in front of him, which I thought was a bit strange, but he does go P6, which was not a bad one with a purple sector 3 to boot, so it's not looking bad for Road Heckles. For Racing Point, Dirty Monster needs to put something together. He's on a lap now. He's
He's about
2/10
to come up to
slower
the
at the
final
minute
corner.
than his last one. Yeah, he's 2/10 up or down, depending on how you want to describe it. But he can find a lot of time through there if you get the line just right. It's going to be a 1:11 something, I think. 1:11.8, yeah, 4/10 slower than his last one. TGH telling Killer to challenge the top 4 tonight. And yeah, he feels he's got a bit more in him than that pace that he's got at the minute where he's P7. So let's see what he can do. I'm very bunged up, I can barely breathe. Right, who's coming round now, is it?
So Jamie's
Ferrari?
doing a lap, but think he was just doing a sort of a out and in lap. I think.
The reconnaissance one, isn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't.
So who's coming over now? Was that Aaron who jumped to P3?
I think it was
No,
already
it must have
P3.
been Ev. Or was it Evan who just finished the lap? No, he's in the pit. Confused.
No, Peacock's on the lap.
Oh yeah, no, it was Pete. Yeah, I saw a sort of blue dot going down. I thought it was one of the Red Bulls. They've jumped to P11 Peaches. That's not bad. We might see him in Q2. Maybe Q3 is a bit of a stretch, but maybe. They've got the battery power for it, but I don't think they're using it, and they don't have the fuel either. So I think this is just in lap for him now. Who's on the flyer? Tommy Lad. Let's have a look what he can do. He's coming into sector 2 now. It was quite quick through there, through the sort of middle set. Oh, not so much there.
Commentator's curse.
Curse of the commentator, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Jamie's happy with
that
one
Wednesday.
9.9. Yeah, what was it you did? You ruined
Every
JJ
time
Walker,
I
didn't you?
mention somebody's name, something fucked up.
Oh, JJ Walker in a real chance of winning this race. Oh, fucking spam.
Yeah, oh fuck, he's gone. He's dead.
That was actually brilliant, by the way. I have to admit. I watched that back and I was literally laughing.
Yeah, he's a different sort of style of commentary, innit? Like, once I had a few drinks, this is all a bit hectic and everything. Tommy Lad doesn't improve. But he's like, when Shrimpy's is commentating the F2, whichever one I recommend you watch over on the PGL channel, it's very good. I drive there. He's more like the Bob Ross of Formula commentary, isn't he?
Absolutely.
He's like,
I think it's a bit like
Crashter
Marmite,
comes
really,
round the
you either love him or you hate him.
Yeah, you love him unless you drive with a TES at the front of your name. So, Tommy Lad, is he going for another push lap? It doesn't look like, oh, he best not be now. He's just venturing into the grass.
I was about to
flying.
set a lap as he comes along. It's not going to be a fast one. It's going to be a 1:13.9, so he doesn't improve at all.
Who was that?
Dow.
That's not a great time, that one.
No.
So, Shrimpy, are you on low fuel mode?
Yeah, I'm on low fuel.
Some things never change. Lord crashed on his outlap. Let's see what he can do, because P15 at the minute, he's by no means safe. We've got... Oh, maybe he is. Tommy Lad and Shrimpy below him are out of fuel. Well, Tommy Lad's in the pits now. Dirty Monster also in the pits. Won't have time to go out and set a lap. So he's probably safe now, I'd imagine. Unless he crashes into somebody. But let's see what he can do anyway. See if he can improve on that P15. He's currently just over a tenth behind Dolt. And then another tenth to get to P13 for Dude River. So yeah, Evan has just qualified on the mediums. He didn't have a go on the softs, did he?
Yeah, so
Which was odd.
lucky there.
Reckon he knew he was on the mediums? Is he colourblind?
I qualified exactly where I thought I would.
Well, I thought you would be 19th.
Improve, stays 14th.
And Log crashed. I don't see him improving. This it's been a little bit messy this lap. It looks like he's just well, the traction control or something. He's not quite used to keeping it going. I'm not sure that that's the case, but it just doesn't quite look comfy in the car. Maybe he's not got the setup right or something. But you've got a yellow flag ahead of him. Oh, the wheel on the gravel instead of foot, but not quite. Yeah, I don't think he's going to improve here. Good effort, but he's safe anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's all through dragging 1:11.4, which, yeah, 0.2 slower than his best time. So, there we have it. Dirty Monster, Tommy Lad and Shrimpy. I think only one of those we actually predicted to go out, didn't we?
Yeah, which ain't too bad.
Peachy's good showing in P11, and who else did we say? Callum just decided to actually play, and he's gone P2, which isn't massively shocking, right? So, people in the chat, and people not in the chat, if you can somehow hear me, get your predictions in for Q2. Do we reckon it's going to look a little like it is at the minute? Peaches, Evan, Dude River, Dolt, and Lord Crashter. I think Evan's got more pace. A lot more.
Yeah, I think a few of these guys are gonna. I think the cut-off will be around a 1:10.5.
Yeah, I think you sort of see
Q3.
there's a bit of a gap there, don't you? Because there's sort of 2/10 between Carp and Peaches.
Yeah.
2,000ths rather. So, and they're all floating around that sort of mark, around the 10th mark. So, it's going to be close. I think Lord Crasher's going to be gone, I think. Dude, River, Peaches, and I can't remember anyone else's name because the screen's gone. So, and yeah, I've no memory. Right, there we are. Evan will get up to P7 or 8, I think, when he sticks the softs on, unless he sticks with the mediums, in which case he might still be there. Yeah, Peaches, Lord Crashter, Dude River. I think Meme Master might have one of his moments, and then probably Dolt with him as well, because he didn't look comfy at all, did he?
No, he didn't at all.
What about you, lads? What are you thinking?
I think Peaches. I actually think most of those in the bottom 5 already will go. I even think Evan will. I think Evan will.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh, is that just a hunch or?
Just a hunch. I think he will go as well.
I think it stems down to who's going to be running their mediums as well, because he showed that's good pace in their mediums, and if other people running mediums, then it's going to, depending on where they're positioned, they're going to then be forced to go out on the softs. So I think it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens.
Yeah,
I think Frequent Carp will make it into the top 10.
He does like to sneak in there, doesn't he?
He does.
Right, so immediately coming out, we have Lord Crashter is the first man out, it looks like. He's opted for the mediums, so
That's really
brave.
think he's going to have enough pace to get through?
He may as well, because for Q2 you have a set of softs and a set of medium, don't you?
Yes.
And 15 minutes. So if you go out and do your soft straight away, you're not going to improve later on as the track gets a bit more rubbered in. So you may as well have a go. You might just like the mediums more than the softs. And if everyone goes medium, then he might do alright. But it gives him time and a bit more track experience, and he can go back in and stick the softs on, because he has to give these tyres back anyway. So running them out a bit, it's not going to hold him back at all.
Absolutely. Well, Aaron's decided to go with the softs on this run.
Has he? Come out?
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah.
Alfie
It's
has
quite
chosen
possible
the
he's just
mediums.
gone straight for the safe lap. Go out straight away. Make it safe and
Well,
finish.
I think he was saying his strategy in the race was probably going to be soft hard.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a sense of Evan's pace now, because he's gone out on the soft tyre, which I'm surprised actually.
Was he?
Yeah. I thought it'd be one of the medium runners.
Yeah, you thought so, wouldn't you? Right. Lord Crasher on mediums, a bit more practice around the track so far. Let's see if he can be a bit higher up the field. So you'd expect Evan, Callum, Wendell, Toxic, Meme Master, Alfie, Aaron, and Alfie and Aaron to get ahead of him, because they're all either pretty good or on softs or both. Oh, very twitchy. I don't think he's got this set up right at all. But there's a good 4 or 5 guys he's got a chance of beating if he can probably nail a lap on the mediums. Do we think mediums is the one you want to qualify on? If the strategy Aaron says is soft hard, and Aaron tends to know what he's talking about when it comes to strategy, do you want the mediums?
Depends what
That means you have to go medium hard.
Obviously, depends on what the wear's like on their mediums.
I
Didn't
did
seem
not
too bad
enjoy
when I was
driving with the mediums on at all.
Yep,
so
you
I
enjoy
guess-
driving with a soft.
Yes. I enjoy it a bit more. The mediums, just no.
So 1:11.8, which I think is a couple of tenths slower than his last. Well, that's quite a good lap then, isn't it? Because wasn't he doing 1:11.3 on
I think
the top?
so, yeah.
Obviously, this is at the start of qualifying where the track's a bit greener. Toxic goes quickest, as you'd expect out of the two of them.
Aaron's about to cross the line, and
196.
which is the fastest time so far in the qualifying.
It is.
I wouldn't be
Alfie's
surprised to see
coming
a
round
1
now
minute
on the
8.
mediums. And he goes 198. See, this is what we're talking about in practice. This is, I think, how it finished in practice. Aaron on top and Alfie just behind. But on this tyre compound, soft versus medium. So, a couple of tenths in it. But I don't know. I think, are they just qualifying on the mediums because you normally would rather do? I don't know that that's the best strategy. I think you want to start on the softs, wouldn't you?
So,
Bit of bunching up ahead of Dude River here.
Are we saying that everyone that's going to qualify on the softs now is most likely going to do the hard, the soft, hard?
Soft hard.
Yeah, you'd have to.
So
You have to assume so, yeah.
So are we assuming that these mediums ain't going to last and then people will have to maybe stop?
Possibly. Maybe not knowingly. I think some guys like, I don't know who, but some people will be just qualifying in the mediums because generally that's the favourable strategy, because instead of going soft medium or medium soft, you get more pace at the end. But we had a bit of a practice race earlier, and the softs will get you about 9, 10, 11 laps in. And it's a 36 lap race. And the mediums won't go the rest of the way.
No. But then you think Alfie would have
Dude Rivers had a moment. Straight back into the pits. Final corner. He was on for a...
Oh yeah, there's a nice bit of front wing there.
Lost his wing.
Bit of front wing on the track.
So what are you saying, Alpaca, about Alpha?
You think he would have some sort of idea on what he's doing. So, you know, if he's going out on their mediums, he must have some sort of idea on a strategy.
Well, he's got the pace, we can see that. And I don't know what he's like in F2, but in F1 he resents pit stops. He hates them. We've seen races where he'll start on, say, the soft, pick up a bit of wing damage on lap 2, so he'll have to pit, he'll put the hards on and take them all the way to the end of the race.
But Jamie's just started his fast lap, by the way. Sorry.
Oh, let's have a look at Jamie then. He's on the mediums as well. So getting up there to Alfie's probably his goal. I think Jamie tends to do better on soft, doesn't he? Medium, is he ever really that impressed? Well, he's in a purple sector 1, so never mind. I was going to slag him off a bit there, but maybe not. Right. It does look clean.
A very clean sector.
Yeah,
he does.
Get a purple sector 2 as well.
He
we
does.
are. Oh dear. Or could this be one of these where Alfred finds 6/10 in the final sector?
Possibly.
One way to find out is he comes around 1 minute 4, 1 minute 5. It's going to be a good time, whatever it is. And P4, yeah.
He must have lost a lot of time in that last sector.
Well, you do find that sometimes, don't you? That for some reason, one sector you'll find bags and bags of time. Maybe that's what Alfie's doing. He's not quite as quick through sector 1 or 2, but rapid through sector 3.
So which could come to setup, really.
Yeah, speaking of setup, Lord Crusher in the chat. Yeah, he's not happy at all with his setup. You can sort of see it, rather twitchy as we go on board with Daniel. We've not seen him yet, Shrimpy's teammate. So, and TGH says Alfie will have fresher tyres during the race, which will give him more race pace and ability to push more than people who start on softs. What?
So he could do medium hard, actually.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't be
a
such a bad... Be on the hard tyre for less would probably be more beneficial if the hard tyre doesn't feel too great.
More pace over, yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad shout, I suppose. I think, yeah, no, that might be it then. I think because when he's sort of floundering towards the back of the field, you just think soft to everything you need, but obviously he's not. So, and if he's doing 1 minute 9.8 on a medium, and Aaron's the fastest time at the minute, 2/10 quicker than him on the soft, and it's not a bad shout really. Lord Crash is letting us know it wasn't actually purple sectors from Jamie, so that's just Cody's being Cody's, and we've been talking shit.
Perfect.
Right, so Daniel's currently at 1 minute 10.8. Was that a bit of a moment? No.
I had a bit of traffic, had to sort of find a way around, but the lap's pretty good. He's had green sectors himself, so obviously this is out lap anyway, or his first lap, sorry.
Yeah, he may well.
But it's pretty clean.
May well be improving. He don't need to get right to the top as long as he's above P10, which he's at P8 at the minute. Have you noticed anything, Shrimpy, worth mentioning? You've been a bit quiet for a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm letting you guys commentate while I'm at it. I'm just watching how everybody else is driving at the moment. But Danio, while we were just driving on board with him, he did take, let's say he mowed the grass a little bit. He's certainly got a faster time than a 1 minute 10. He's got a 1 minute 9 in him, quite easily. There were a couple of corners where, I mean, Valtteri Bottas would have been
1 minute 9 on mediums.
Yeah, I think he's got 1 minute 9. In fact, he's certainly got another second in him. Definitely.
Oh. Well,
As me
that's what you were
goes
saying.
purple in the first sector, but he's just run really wide.
Ooh,
We lost all
me
that
master
time.
This is what we're on
rivaling
about.
me for the slowest lap time.
A bit of news from Lord Crashter, but this may be slightly outdated if that purple sector is indeed a purple sector from me, Master. Currently, Aaron has fastest sector 1 and 3, and Alfie's fastest in sector 2. It's saying me, Master's had a purple sector 1 and 2. Are we believing it? Is it Cody's being Cody's again? I've always relied on that really heavily. TGH saying that, yeah, when people are on hards, they'll have fresher tyres due to pitting later. Yeah, no, fair point.
It was 7
P7 for me, Master.
It's
That's
not
not bad. It's not a bad lap at all, that. So who's coming out? Who's in danger at the minute?
Wendell is on his flying lap and he's in P14 because he hasn't set a lap time.
Coming
He's
out
on
of the
the
mediums,
mediums.
which is risky because he won't have time now to put a lap in, it be shit, and then
Well, it's saying
pit and put
purple
soft on and
first.
try again, is there? Yeah, we'll take it with a pinch of salt.
Yeah,
but
we will.
he does look quick.
Looks like Callum isn't going to set a singular lap this time round.
So he's happy starting P15 then.
Yep. Is
Unless
he
he's
just
gonna
that
go out on
kind
the
of guy
softs.
that he knows he's got an awful lot of pace and he's just going to be a cock and just rinse the
Well, yeah,
whole
I think
field?
I think he said the other day in the Discord, he was saying that.
This
what was he
looks like a very quick lap here.
He does. He's 1 minute 8 in the minute. He's going to finish 1 minute
1:10.
10 dead nearly. That's not bad
There
at
we
all.
go.
Puts him P5. So yeah, he's nothing to worry about.
Pretty
Then,
much.
yeah, no.
matched to
Callum
go.
was saying it was more fun to start from sort of the back of the grid and make your way up. And I suppose if you've got the pace, why not? Fucking have a go.
Just want to point out here as well, Alpaca mentioned before Q2 started that a 1 minute 10.5 was probably going to be enough. You're looking at it, Evan in P9 is on a 1 minute 10.5. Everybody else below him, 1 minute 10.6, 10.8, 11.2. So actually, what you were saying was pretty much spot on.
Well, we'll see if anyone can match that then. We've got frequent carpenters in the pit. If he comes out quick, he can get a run in with a soft, because P10 at the minute, but he's by no means safe. Dolt coming out around on his flying now, on the softs, so he's going to give him a run for his money. Danny on an outlap as well. And you said Danny has a 1 minute 9 in him on the mediums. He's coming out in the softs, so you'd assume he'd be up there then. But
I'd
1
love
minute
to
9, only
assume so.
3 people have got there, and only one of them were on the soft.
Yeah, I do think the lap that he was doing, the way that he went onto the grass a little bit, I think he lost about a second in that lap.
What the hell?
So Dale's about to approach the final corner, and he's down in 13th.
Yes,
So
indeed. He's one of the men who can sort of save himself at the minute. Lord Crash is still in the pit. You'd have to imagine he's coming out in the softs in any minute. As Dolt crosses the line and goes P11.
ooh,
He's
Stay
got
out of safety
time
there.
for a cool down lap, maybe. Time for a cool down lap.
Yeah, he's got the
Hope
fuel, so-
for it.
yeah, he's got the fuel.
Yeah. Only just maybe.
He's got a feel for this one lap, that's it.
A bit of a lock up. I didn't know that Dolt played with.
Oh, he's been dick.
No, well, he's on his cooldown lap anyway. I think it's fine. Dude River on his out lap. Lord Crashed is still in the pit. He's going to have to come out soon. 1 minute 52 are running left.
I think he's not coming
He's
out
probably
at all.
missed it now, hasn't he? He's probably missed it.
Yeah. I think he was just going, he's not going to get any better. He's not happy with his setup.
Maybe just rather
Oh,
start
he's
on
coming
the
out.
mediums
He's coming out.
I don't know that he's got time.
He might just
As
make
Dude River
it.
doesn't improve. He's got time for a very, very quick cooldown lap. Oh, I think he aborted that lap because he's still got loads of ERS left. And fuel, maybe that was... Oh, that was his out lap. I'm stupid, sorry. Right, Dude River, let's see what he can do. He's... he doesn't have a bit of pace in him. He's just putting it together. Good line through there. Bit more of a lift than maybe you'd have expected, but not bad at all. Nowhere near the apex there, but he does still carry a little bit more speed, maybe. It's not the cleanest, but he does seem quick. Frequent Carp goes P11, or was that Evan run P10? One of them.
Evan goes up to P2. That's
Oh,
one.
yeah!
That was a really clean lap as well.
Damn, Evan.
Look quick here.
Making
That's
a
a Red
mockery
Bull
out
on
of
top,
my
man.
prediction.
Yeah, no, I've got pace in there. Everybody wants to show it. As Dude River comes across the line, I think he's going to improve. He's going to go...
Well, the pressure's on Frequent Calf as he's crossing the line. Can he make it out? No,
Oh.
he doesn't.
He cut out just
Oh,
I think
yeah,
he
we've
cut out
lost that.
2,000ths out of his time. That was it.
Oh.
Lord Crashter, he's on a flyer. He's on the soft, is he? He is, yeah, he's having a go.
He's also mowed the grass a little bit.
And he's half a second slower than his last time. Bit more touch of the grass there. I don't see Lord Crashter getting out of Q2, do you?
Nope.
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, I think that'll be his qualifying adventure over with. Frequent Carp, does he have the fuel and the ERS? No, he's
I mean,
going
yeah, he's
slowly.
going again. He's not too
Oh no, I was
bad,
looking at Dude River.
Oh, hello. Is that a... that's a Jamie, I think.
What's that?
Jamie was facing the wrong way.
Oh, he likes to spin.
Just
doesn't he?
towards the last corner. It could have been a Kishan.
So much
Winnie
traffic.
saying he
Oh,
did
it was
the same
Kishan.
time on the mediums as he did on the softs in Q1. Frequent Carp, he
Doesn't
doesn't
do it.
improve.
It was Kishan who
Nearly a
spun, by the way,
second
not
slower.
Jamie.
He likes to spin, doesn't he? Anyone still out on track, or is that?
That was it.
Done. So Callum, we lose, I think, by choice. I think that was a qualifying suicide, not anything more. Lord crashed there. He must just rather start on the mediums, and we know he's not happy with his setup. He fucked up sector 2 by his own admission just now in the chat. So yeah, maybe rather he's going to stick on the mediums at least, which might not be a bad thing. Dude River couldn't put the last couple of laps together. Dale, he's gone as well. And Frequent Carp, both McLarens out in Q2. We'd normally see one of them, probably Frequent Carp, sneak into Q3.
Yeah, that's
Quite
some very
surprised
close
by
times.
But yeah, it was quite close at the top though. 500ths between Evan and Aaron. The Red Bull's fucking flying there. And then you look at the mediums, you've got Alfie, 2.5 tenths behind Aaron. Very close between him and Heckles, who looks to maybe be having a better qualifying than last week. But Jamie and Wendell behind him are going to have a bit of something to say, given they'll be on the softs as opposed to the mediums. So Callum, Lord Crasher, Dude River, Dolt, and Frequent Carp have fact off. They're gone.
Guaranteed there'll be a 1 minute 8 in Q3.
You reckon?
Oh, yes. It'll be
Winnie's
either
confused
Alfie
me.
or Aaron.
Wendell, Killer, whatever you want to call him. He's confused me. In the chat, he's just put you? Question mark.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't get him. When this, of course, is Wendell's home Grand Prix, along with Kishan. The only two Dutchmen to not worship
Max
Verstappen as a
Verstappen.
god. which is
Oh,
I'm gonna go grab a drink
Even I
quickly
worship
while
Max
I can.
Verstappen, so.
what was that?
So even I worship Max Verstappen, so. I'm gonna say quickly.
Me Master the first man out.
We've
Let's.
it'd be interesting to see how many out of the top 10 start on the hard tyre.
Do you reckon they'll be in it? Well, no, none will start on the hard tyre in the top 10.
Absolutely not, but as a reverse strategy for the hards to softs, it could be a possibility.
Yeah, maybe.
And it may be
behind, but the top
maybe
10,
beneficial as
top
well.
10 are all locked in, aren't they? Top 10 get locked in Q2. Everyone behind them.
Yeah,
so
absolutely, yeah.
Bottom 8 get to. But yeah, starting on the hards might not be a bad shout. Maybe one for you there, Shrimpy.
It's not here, is he? He left
Start
the
on the
box.
hards and go to the mediums later. Oh, an Alpha Tauri sneaks out that I didn't notice. Peaches in Q3, which I didn't actually notice. That's not bad at all. First person. Oh, whoa! She's had a moment. She spun it. I don't know if there's any damage, but she flung it around with some pace. Right, we'll go back to me and Master. We'll pretend that didn't happen. He was actually the first man out on track. I don't know where I was getting that from. He's going to post the first lap time with Killer just behind him. Was that his out lap? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Alfie's just started
I'm
on that,
stupid.
and so has Meme. Meme's out in front, I think.
Yeah. Oh, me and Master's fucked his corner entry there. He's had a bit of gravel. TGH in the chat. Alfie only 2/10 down with mediums, shaping up to be an easy pole for him. Yep. GG. Good luck. Well done for the win, Alfie. Good game, mate. Oh, me Master's had another moment. He's going to have to abort this lap, isn't he? So let's follow on with Wendell, because he's going to be the first man crossing the line with an actual lap time. Aside from Aaron, maybe? No, I was behind him. That was Evan. Right, okay. So yeah, we'll see what Wendell can do. Take this moment to ask, I suppose, what we're drinking, chaps. We normally have this conversation in Q1.
Well, I'm drinking the heavy stuff at the moment, Dr. Pepper.
Are you alright? Has something gone wrong? Are you like... Is everything okay at home?
Nah, it's rough, man. Someone drunk all the beer.
That's the lethal stuff, right? 1 minute 9.8 and 1 minute 9.1 from Alfie. Just to put Wendell in his place. Jamie, Heckles and Aaron all beat him as well. Drimpy, you might be right. We may see a 1 minute 8 today.
Me Master's about to cross the line.
Me and Master,
Okay,
he does 1
just
minute
a banker.
30. Oh, yeah, because he fucked that lap, didn't he?
Oh, he did,
Let's
yeah.
see what we can do. Dude River in the chat, happy I out-qualified Shrimpy. Well, I think that was a given, really, but I'm glad you're happy, mate. That's the main thing. Me and Master now, he took that a lot better. This is what I was on about with consistency. He's quick, but he struggles to just not fall off the track.
It was 7th.
Huh? Who's 7th? What?
Is it Peaches? Is that right?
Oh, yeah, P8 now. There's someone else. I think Kishan finished his lap and he's at P3.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Not bad. So I've poured myself a gin and tonic. It's definitely a dirty glass, but I'm busy streaming, so I can't clean it. So, me Master now, he's into the final couple of corners. I suppose there's 2 corners, isn't it? You've got that right-hander and then a long right-hander.
Yep.
His time doesn't look bad. I don't know, it doesn't look great. 1 minute 10. Oh dear.
Ooh.
He's not going to be the first man in the 1 minute 8s, is he? Right, so who else is going? Danio's on his outlap, but he's just started
Kishan's
it.
about to come into sector 3.
He is. He's on low fuel mode, though. I don't know. He's gone for. I think. And he's recharging.
Oh, he's recharging.
ERS as
Yeah,
well.
so.
I think he's on his inlet. Evan. He's using his ERS. Oh, but he's also running to the pits. Okay. Right, we got all excited for nothing. So I think Danio is the only man. Is the next man about to do a proper lap. He's struggling with his outlap, which it's his outlap, so you don't need to worry too much. Right, as our guest, Alpaca.
Yes.
Slimline tonic or bitter lemon.
The what, sorry?
Bitter lemon.
Slimline tonic or bitter lemon?
Oh. I don't know.
Got to be bitter lemon. Actually,
saying
what's
bitter
it going
lemon.
with?
Yeah.
Gin, just normal London gin. Dry
Oh.
gin.
Slimline tonic then.
Slimline tonic. Alpaca.
Yeah, I'll probably have to.
You're the man
I'll
with the
probably
choice.
have to agree, to be fair.
Now, if it was a slow gin, that goes.
Who's
nice with
sending
bitter
me one
lemon.
anyway?
Slow gin with bitter lemon.
Yeah. You telling
That
me you've
sounds
never
like-
tried slow gin with bitter lemon?
Lord Crash, they're getting his pompous hat on, saying just ditch the gin. Oh shit, I missed that. Danny was pointing the wrong way. Okay, right, so Daniel's fucked his flyer. The guys watching the stream would have seen that, I didn't. Right, so who's first out of Peaches and Wendell? It's going to be Wendell, whose lap was a bit shit compared to the other guys a bit higher up.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
definitely
Aaron
got the pace
wasn't
in
much better. Yeah, he's in the 1 minute 9s, which isn't bad, but you expect better from him, really. I mean, Heckles, maybe they just had a bad day last week, because they're higher than I was expecting them to be.
The issue with this track is that you can have such a nice rhythm. It takes that slight running a little bit wide, or a little bit of an error, and you lose so much time.
Oh yeah, because it's one of them
Such a
that's
short
fun to
track as
drive,
well.
because they say it's got a nice sort of flow to it.
Absolutely.
But they're all the corners, they're all high speed corners, sort of in between the sectors. If you get one of them wrong, it magnifies to the next corners, doesn't it? So if you're off
it's
by
like a chain reaction, isn't
an
it?
inch on your first corner, you'll be off by 3 on your second corner and 10 by your third corner. So you have to nail it, as Wendell nails the sector 1 as far as our screens are telling us. Lord Crash is probably about to tell us that we're wrong, but yeah, not bad so far. Lord Crash has just said, try Jaeger, Black Sambuca, Red Bull and apple juice. Look shit, but tastes good. That doesn't sound like it tastes very good.
That sounds
I mean, I
quite
don't think
nice,
it would.
actually.
I think it tastes very good in the morning.
Coming back up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you what I did have that were nice, and everyone knocks it until I make them try it forcibly, and they all agree. I had it when I was in Austria with the missus. It's called a Big Apple, and it's literally nice and simple. There you are, Wendell P3, that's a bit more
That's a
like
bit
it.
better.
Very close to Jamie's turn, but it's literally just Disaronno and apple juice.
Actually,
Oh,
sounds
God,
really
yeah.
nice. I like Deserano.
It's
Never would
That
have
drink.
thought about apple juice though.
Never would I. But try it, and you also pester everyone else to drink it as well. It's really nice. Expensive though, and on a night out, and that's what you're asking for. 'Cause it's an
Disaronno
off-menu
with
sort of
energy
thing most
drink.
places. That's just disgusting.
Disaronno and
Well,
Red Bull
Crash,
is awesome.
Because the person I made it for liked it, well, it sounds like they've got some issues.
Jesus Christ, Peaches with 1
remasters
minute
on
9.
Oh,
Where's this Peaches come from?
And me, Mars had a
this is
big
Peaches
moment,
from last week.
so he's probably not going to improve.
Got 3 minutes. Has he got the fuel to do another lap, do you think?
He's got the fuel. Just
Well,
needs to get
he'll
that
have to,
some charging at ERS, just enough just to
Yeah.
get him a lap.
Nurse his tyres round the lap. He's got time for 2 if he canes it, but just one good one's probably better off, as Aaron's on his flyer now. Low crash, the Disaronno and cranberry juice is good. It is. It tastes like cherry vehicle. That's nice. I love that.
Well, I actually
Have you
tried
had any-
that Palmer Violet gin last night.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
yes.
Manchester one or the Whitley Neal.
Well, unfortunately, I'd like an Asda cheaper version, so it wasn't actually that great. So I don't
Hey, no,
recommend
Asda
it.
gins are all right, you know.
No, well,
Maybe not
you
that
know,
one. They
no,
did
not that one.
a pear
no,
drop.
unfortunately.
The pear drop one.
I've heard that
the,
one is really nice, but that's definitely on my next list.
That'll be up on my sort of top 5 list of gins, I think. There's a sherbet lemon one, which is a bit shit. It doesn't taste like sherbet or lemon. It just tastes like gin. But the pear drop one that's sort of branded with it.
Aaron, saying Aaron set.
that
fastest
rhubarb and
set
rose
to
Two,
it,
it looked like, yeah.
so it'll be interesting to see what he does there. We know
He
he can
looks
definitely be
quite
up
fast. Yeah, he's going to be in the mix, isn't he? He's starting on the softs, isn't he? As he
Yeah.
goes P4 and Evan P5. The Red Bulls again. It's been a while. It's been a few
there. Look
weeks.
at them times. second
It's
down
been a few
to
weeks
fifth.
since, but they used to always be like this, the Red Bulls. Start of the season, the Red Bulls were just fucking nailed onto each other. It was great. Danny O's on his outright killer. Alfie's on another one, so is he going for a 1 minute 8? Let's see what he can do. Dale says he's drinking vodka, lime, and papaya juice. You can tell he's American, can't you?
Vodka, lime, and
That's a
papaya.
It sounds nice, but it's a bit sort of la-di-da for me. That it's nice, I'd have it, but I've never seen papaya juice. Mustn't have made its way to Bolton yet. Right, we're going to ride on ball with Alfie. Do you reckon he's going to crack this 1 minute 8 mark? I'm gonna back him, say it is.
If he strings it together, then there's no doubt.
He's definitely got the pace in him. If everyone else is improving.
He's done it in time trial.
Right, so late on the brakes. He's done quite quick through there. He took a different line to I take, so that's probably part of the reason why he's faster than me. Again, doesn't take any of that curve. It's quick, but he doesn't settle the car. He'd rather have the grip, it seems. Very fast through there. It always feels like I almost come to a stop through the sort of bank corner there, but he didn't look anything like that. How the other half lives, eh? Getting nice and close to the curbs on the inside, but without touching it, because it'll make the car shit itself. It's a purple sector one. As he's coming round this corner, he's unassuming, but it's quite tricky. He seems to have handled it pretty well. Maybe could have been a bit closer to the curb, and the same there, but not bad at all. 45 seconds down, and he's just going into sector 3, which maybe bodes well. Nearly touches the curb. Oh, is that corner bang on? I'm not sure. Is that just a different lap as qualifying session's over? Let's see what he can do. He's come around the last corner, gets plenty of curve, as you rightly should do. And he crosses the line with a 1 minute 8.9. He's
Told
done
you
it.
do a 1 minute 8.
Oh, you weren't wrong. Now, Danny O outset his first lap, which is brave of him. He's not going to lap all session. Who's next? Is it
So
Wendell?
Jamie's about to
Jamie?
come round the last corner as well. He's
Danny O goes
out.
P8. Wendell goes P something and P. Oh, fucking, I missed it. Jamie coming round. He goes P2. He doesn't get into the 1 minute 8. Oh, as the racing point was pointing the wrong way.
There we go.
Wants
So
to
Jamie
win it.
pinches that front row start right at the end there.
He does indeed, but he was still a good couple of tenths off Alfie there. Well, 3 tenths nearly. So Winner's getting his excuses in nice and early, saying he forgot to change his tyres. Dude Rivers drinking Guinness, and
Oh, good man.
there's a Spanish section of the grocery store where you can get it. The papaya juice I was on about. Right, so there we have our top 10. Meme Master couldn't string a lap together. He's in the 1 minute 10s. We're getting quicker than that on the mediums. Peaches qualifies P9, which she must have been practicing. Danny O P8. Heckles P7. Evan and Aaron, the 2 Red Bulls, 6th and 5th, respectively, with just a couple of thousandths between them. The 2 Dutchies follow them, and then it was Jamie and Alfie after that, I think. I don't think we missed anyone else. So that was qualifying. Quite a clean affair. Quite a well put together event. So it all went quite well. So right, we're going. There'll be a couple of minute break usually, like sort of 3-4 minutes, something like that. They say 5, but I don't think it ever is 5. Where everyone goes for a wee, goes get a drink, and the very brave people go for a cig. I wouldn't. I never move in the F2.
No, I
If
don't.
some knobhead decides to ready up to
Absolutely.
then right, they'll get a quali ban next week or a race ban and get disqualified, but your race is gone then. So yeah, I'd never trust that. So yeah, they're saying 5 minute break in the Discord. So things we always have to talk about because this is just what this league's like. DNFs, how many are we reckoning?
I reckon we're going to get
18
at
drivers.
least 2 safety cars.
2 safety cars. I
Yeah.
can buy that. Is that going to be just the 2 DNFs then, or?
I reckon there'll be a few retirements, but I do think as proper crashes, I think there'll be a couple of safety cars.
Do you think there might be a bit of turn 1 bunching like there was in the sprint race?
Yeah, the thing with obviously the F1 cars are a bit faster, and everyone ploughing down to turn 1, then through the the sort of turn 2, 3 up the hill, that's quite a, anyone going side by side, it's easy to sort of clip someone, end up in a wall. That's the thing with this track. You know,
A
it's
lot of
such a
it's single
street
file.
circuit, but yeah, it's a very, very narrow. There isn't really much runoff, even though there's grass, there's still, the walls are right there. So
Yeah, you can quite easily, even up the sort of gravel embankment on the final corner. You go up there, it's a gravel trap that goes uphill and you can still hit the wall, as Aaron did in practice. Right, I'm going to nip for a quick wee during this
absolutely.
break. So you two chat amongst yourselves, and Shrimpy will no doubt tell you the wonders of Channing Tatum. So back in a few.
Nah, I'm in race mode. I'm not going to talk about Magic Mike today. Oh,
So we was talking Shrimpy, right? So we think that you should do the hard to soft.
you think I should start on the hards?
Yeah, we think you should do the hard to soft
Do you know
strategy.
what? I might do that.
And just see how it goes.
So Stintire. So let's go. Won't let you start on the hards.
Oh,
Lets you start on the softs or the mediums.
well, that's very upsetting.
Yeah. So if I start on right, so I need to edit that. There you go. So yeah, softs. Softs, you're looking at getting 12 laps of life out of them.
Okay,
And
what's
then-
it saying for the mediums, roughly?
Mediums, you are looking at 16 laps
So
before
it's saying you can
changing
get to the
onto the
end, right?
hards. Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
so you-
most definitely. It's 12 laps on the softs and then 24 on the hards. 16 on the mediums, 20 on the hards.
Right,
But there's
okay.
a 2-second difference between the strategies. If you start on the mediums, you're looking at 2 seconds less. Or
The
for
thing with
me,
this track
that's
as well-
probably going to be more like 20 seconds. But
Are the DRS zone down the main straight? It's quite hard to overtake, so that you can
Yeah.
get caught up in a bit of a train, which could lose you a lot of time depending on tyres as well. So your
see
strategy
quite
could
a
be
bit of that
affected.
today.
yeah,
I noticed that with F2, get caught up in a bit of a train, and it's hard to sort of pass. As you said, it's quite
Yeah.
a fast-flowing track, so to pick a spot to overtake, you have to sort of make a bit of a lunge and just hope it sticks.
yeah,
A lot of the sort of heavy braking zones are very narrow and sort of off the cambered corners.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to make a pass. Like turn 3, the looks like a half pipe nearly. It's hard to get around the outside of that on someone, unless they're on like far weaker tyres than yours. Maddie in the chat, were you talking about Magic Mike? Well, we're gone. I was only joking.
Maddie. No, I wasn't this time round, I'm afraid.
She must be complaining then.
Well, did not tell you I'm
PGH
starring in
reckons-
the next Magic Mike film, yeah. I'm the main guy.
Oh,
Given
the main
wa-
one, yeah.
Yeah, Magic Mike 3.
Do we get a breakdown of the plot? Is there
Here we
a
go.
twist?
I don't know, is there even a number 2?
There is
I think
Magic
so.
Mike XXL.
Oh, there is, yeah. I think I've seen it, actually. Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, so I'm in number 3.
They missed the trick. They should have done it Magic Mike XL and then XXL.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Anyway,
There we go.
so now we'll have the tyres. We'll have a look at what everyone started on. There you go. Dalt, he's on the hards, like you mentioned. See, having someone who's actually good at this game in here does help. It's some insights that we don't come up with. So we're not going to follow Alfie during the formation lap because he doesn't get into any trouble. Who does? Hisham likes to have trouble. There it is. There's nothing so far. It's all quite clean. They're getting very bunched up, the Ferraris, but there is a bit of that actually. The McLarens have qualified just one place splitting them. Same with the Haas. Dayton wants to split in the Haas's. The 2 Ferraris next to each other and the 2 Red Bulls next to each other. That's Renault haven't.
There's
but,
pretty even teammates amongst the teams by the looks of it.
Yeah, you get the odd outliers like
Like the racing points.
Peaches, who's on her own, and Daniel, who's also on his own.
Oh, saying that, well, are these guys actually looking for drivers? Or are they full up?
There is one spare seat, I do believe. I think
Oh, there
it's
we
the
are.
racing
Peaches
group.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't think someone's taken that. Did you just say some people have been disqualified from the
That's
formation?
Peaches and Heckles, yeah.
Ah,
I don't know if they came together or what, but...
I was going to say, how the hell would they have come together?
Well, there was only Daniel in between them.
Okay, fair enough.
As Wendell's having a look at the inside of Kishan in the formation lap, which is interesting. They're very good. They're brothers, but that's a bit close. Right, so obviously they'll all be controlled by AI now, so which is why they'll sort of ghost through each other, which is...
Yep.
It's always unnerving, isn't it, when you're lining up to the grid and then all of a sudden your car drives you through someone else's car.
I don't have to worry about that. I just have to worry that when the race starts, I don't drive through someone.
I'm going to keep an eye on the tyres for this race as well for you, so...
Yeah, that's a top that one quite a bit. So this is a bit where we try and find a good camera angle for the start. We've found one. The grid, the timer at the side will likely break after a first lap, but we're here, we're in Zandvoort. Here we go, and they're off from Alfie. Fucking bad start from the Ferrari behind him. Jamie, however, getting a nice look up inside turn one.
Oh, there's been a big accident at the back. Hands around. Oh yeah. Really
You've got the Hasses, the Racing Point, McLaren, the red, what's it called, the Alfa Romeo. We'll have to get some good replays of that later. The camera angles are too close. So Alfie's staying in the lead at the minute. Jamie's still behind him after a bit of a look in turn one. We said there was going to be some incidents in turn one, didn't we? Lord Crashter is having a look at... Oh, no, it's just the grid breaking. Never mind. But there's a good little fight here as Tommy Ladd cuts across.
Oh, Evans just gone off. Come back on it. Oh,
he has indeed, he has.
Nearly clipped Evans. He just sort of overcooked it as he come out, lit up the rear wheels and sort of end up in the barrier, I think.
It looked like one of the Hasses sort of ghosted through somewhere. Ghosting is not on in this league, so I don't know how that happened. Anyway, right, so... I think it might have been Callum. He's gone from P15 up to P8 already in lap 1, which isn't bad going.
Alfie's dropping down. What's going on?
The grid broke. What's happened?
He just smashed into the wall right in front of me.
Ah, yeah, he's gone into the pits there. He's going to repair whatever the fuck he's done. Peaches and Heckles having a bit of a fight. Oh, and Peaches has gone. She's lost the front wing.
Oh, she almost went into me.
Oh, that's not a safe release. Oh, she's took out Tommy Ladd. Tommy Ladd can't get a break. He got the same thing last week. That's the safety car. There's the safety car. Fuck, you know.
There's number one from my prediction.
Yeah, it didn't take long, did it?
DNF.
Right, so... No one DNF'd. It was just a lot of bunching up and fuckery. Right, so Alfie, despite what the grid was trying to tell us earlier, is still in the lead. So we're now at lap 2, so it'll probably be lap 5 when, maybe lap 6 when the racing resumes again, because it's normally 3 laps. So yeah, that Peaches, I think she was hit into the wall. I don't think it was her fault that she went into the wall, but it was her fault she came out onto the track in front of Tommy Ladd in the way that she did. Now,
she almost caught
obviously
me.
The stewards will have a look at that later. Oh shit, I forgot you're racing. You're up in P12?
I know, man. Thank you, Crash.
Very well done.
It ain't gonna last long.
So Tommy Ladd's going to have to box. He's hitting the gravel behind, even though he's got the time delta thing going, because his front wing is shagged. Yeah, in he goes. What would you do? Stick the hards on and try to get all the way to the end, or go medium soft again?
I'll probably go hards. At this stage of the race.
That's what Evans done. And then soft for the last few laps, maybe.
Absolutely, it's a free pit stop, so you might as well.
Still in the safety car. Who else do we have to have a look at? Peaches has pitted for the mediums, so maybe she's going medium soft again later. I don't know if that'll actually work this early on. We'll see. We'll see.
So the top 4 drivers are all on mediums, and then the next 4 are all on softs. It's quite interesting.
And then the pattern just...
Can I just point out I'm currently in the points?
Absolutely, and we expect you to get points when
I
we
don't expect me to
cross
get
the line.
points.
Look,
Unless
finish
the
the way I
safety
see
car
this-
till the end of the race.
The way I see this, you're the best driver so far because...
the driver
no,
of the day so far.
I was thinking of Heckles. Callum started P15 and he's now 6th. You started P18 and you're 10th. You have a good restart. You're on the softs. Dude Rivers on the mediums ahead of you. Oh, this is going to be interesting actually because for the first time there's been a start where you have people in front of you and behind you. They're both McLarens as well.
Yeah, this ain't going to be good. Don't spectate me, it's not going to look good.
Yeah, we have to spectate you. I want to see the actual race, you know, Jamie and Alfie having a proper fight at the front. Kishan seems to have a lot of pace. Wendell and Aaron right at the back of them. Callum from P15 to P6. Really interesting and want to see what's going on with them. But I want to see you crash more.
It's going to happen. This is how my race is going to end.
How do you drive under a safety car? Are you warming your tyres up or are you preserving them a
I'm
bit?
preserving them as much as I can. I'm just taking it nice and slow.
What happened to Dolt? I know we got caught up in the turn 1 incident, didn't he?
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Peaches and...
Yeah, he ended up fully the other way round, so by the time he's sort of spun round.
Hello? Oh, right, yeah. Sorry,
Hello?
my phone died.
Fuck me, they're holding up this queue so slowly.
Well, it's
Jesus.
all right. You're not Lewis Hamilton. Calm down.
Be interesting to see if Jamie doesn't get caught napping behind
He
Alfie.
does like a restart, does Alfie. Now, I want to watch him, but Shrimpy doesn't race every week. Can't miss this. Safety car in this lap. Mean Master's got a 5-second penalty for a collision with Callum.
Right,
he's gonna
safety
do it
car
again.
is in this lap.
Right,
Fucking
Shrimpy does.
hell, guys.
Currently running in the points. You want to be side by side with Dude River, as close to getting past him as you can.
That is the plan when we come
Alpaca,
around the...
could you keep an eye on the start and see if anyone overtakes
Yeah, I'm
anybody?
right on board with Jamie right now.
You
in cockpit,
start-
so we can see.
I would professionally I'd want to do that, but we don't see Shrimpy in a safety car restart very often in an actual league.
And go, and they're off. They did get
They're
caught
off.
napping a little bit, but
It's green. Go, Shrimpy, go! Put your foot down.
I'm going.
Wendell's got a really good run on Kishan. Is he going to make a lunge? No, he doesn't. Thinks better of it. Alfie's made a mistake. Jamie's on running outside and he's lost the position.
Oh, he has. He's tucked back in pretty quickly though. He's recovered quite well from that. Oh, he's having a look. Oh, Jamie nearly did a bit of contact. Nearly. I think Jamie got on the brakes a bit early for him. But no, they're looking.
His tyres were just a bit cold going into turn 1 and he just sort of came out and then sort of lost the back end a little bit.
So it wasn't like a proper off. It was just a bit of a wiggle.
No, he had a bit of a
Jamie
moment,
managed
but
to
enough.
capitalise on.
Absolutely.
He's another one of these. I say it a lot about consistency. Jamie is, when he turns it on, he's the quickest man on the track. It's just he doesn't always. It's hard to put it all together. Alfie, even on a bad day, is quick. Whereas Jamie on a bad day is in a wall. What's happening, Shrimpy? You've dropped down to P13. What's going on, mate?
Yeah, I got overtaken by 3 guys on one corner. I took it quite bad. Evan went on the inside and the other 2 went on the outside. And yeah, I had to avoid taking any damage there. Nice and aggressive from them, to be fair. Someone's just been into the wall behind me.
Oh, you're not wrong. It's Dirty Monster, that I think. Have a look.
Oh! Get off my arse!
What happened?
Someone just hit me on the arse and almost spun me out.
That's Tommy, lad. He's right in the back of you. He's having a look around the outside. He thinks he's got the pace. Maybe let him past you, mate. He's aggressive.
Yeah.
He's got...
Time's had a look down the inside of Aaron. This is really side by side.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh! Oh, no! Tommy, lad!
It's still side by side.
Tommy Ladd. Oh, that looked bad. Who's fighting Aaron and Callum?
They are still side by side, and
Well, VSC,
Callum.
VSC.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh, I'm going to have to come back to them. Shrimpy, what happened there? Because Tommy Ladd was right behind you. What happened? Peacock's
he went
dead!
into the backside of me.
Peaches has died. That'll be a full safety car, surely.
Virtual.
Well, it is at the minute, but a lot of the time they turn
No,
into
so
a safety car.
he went into the backside of me. So I moved off of the racing line. I rejoined the racing line. And he went into the backside of me. I got a warning for it.
Oh dear, oh dear. Do you reckon that was your fault? Are you going to be in trouble?
From looking at what my perspective, personally, yes. If there was a fault at that, it was mine because I rejoined the racing line.
Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, because you said you were letting him pass.
I was, but he didn't catch up quick enough. So I rejoined onto the racing line. He wasn't as quick as I thought he was.
Right, we have a green flag. Tommy Ladd's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's your fault, that, Shrimper.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, he did
apologies.
say he was going to try and get as many penalty points for the constructor he was driving for as he could. There's one. Let's see how many more he can get. Alfie, he's not comfy at all. He's more than a second behind Jamie already. That virtual safety car maybe shagged him a little bit. Heckles is back up into P8 after they pitted, didn't they? No, they didn't. I'm making it up. So it's all a bit chaotic at the back of the field at the minute.
Yeah, there's a nice try behind Kishan, all the way down to 8th place.
Sorry. I've lost my front wing.
You have? What happened? Bit of a coming together.
I crashed into the side of Dirty Monster.
Oh dear.
He's going to try and attempt to go around the outside of Aaron.
I was trying to stop the overtake.
So have a look. He is. He's having a look. He's very close to him. His main master. Let's have a look where he's going to try and make this overtake stick. He's having a look around the outside, or did he just go a bit deep? I'm not sure. Either way, it has not worked. He's still close. He's still less than half a second behind.
Well, since Callum's cleared Aaron, he's really pushing on the back end of Wendell, who's just had a little mistake.
I like how even the guest commentators who are only in F2 call him Wendell. Oh, he's having a look. He's going to have him soon, isn't he? Has Heckle's taken Mean Master? Has something happened? No, he's just had him. Mean Master's gone from trying to overtake Aaron to being overtaken.
Here we go down
by
the inside of Callum.
And he's making it stick. That was a great move from Callum there. Wendell and Aaron nearly coming together just behind him. Oh, do you reckon the top runners are in trouble?
Yeah, he's. If he can latch on to the back of Kishan quite quickly, then
he'll have DRS on him, and he's going to make short work of him on better tyres, isn't he? Alfie already 2 seconds behind Jamie. That's not what you'd expect from Alfie in this league, really, is it? Heckle stay right on the back of Aaron there. Dude River looking at making a move on Danny. I think it's just this corner, it bunches everyone up, it makes it the gaps between everyone really small. But there's nice few little pockets of racing going on, a few little trains, everyone staying nice and close with each other. Callum, like you say, 3/10 off the back of Kishan, who's falling off Alfie at a second a lap. Oh dear, that might come into play a bit later on when Callum gets past Kishan. He's going to have a lot of work to do to catch up to the leaders. Alfie reeling Jamie in ever so slightly. Is anything I've missed, lads? Anything you've been seeing? How's life at the back of the grid, Shrimper?
Oh, I've got Peaches catching up.
You don't got Peaches catching you up, she's dead.
Here we go, Callum's made his move on Kishan. They've made contact a little bit, but down the straight.
Made it stick. Oh yeah, I turned away from that fight just as he did it. I'm always doing that.
Now I think, has he used up
Aaron and
best
Heckle's
of
wheel
these
to wheel. Was there contact? Nearly, not quite. Oh, Aaron's kept the position. Or did he take the position? I think he just kept it. But he's very
he kept it, Aaron was in front here.
Yeah, I think he was, yeah. But it was very close either way. Wendell having a look back on Kishan now. Callum, he's got a lot of work to do to catch up with Alfie. What do we reckon? We think he can get up there? We saw him crash twice last week, if I remember rightly.
Well, the time's definitely coming down, but is he going to be able to do it quick enough before these tyres? He's already half a second quicker. Now he's been released into this fresh air.
Well, you see, this is what we're on about in terms of fighting from the back. He's currently up 12 places from the start. Shrimpy, up 1.
Yeah, that's because Peaches has crashed out. That's why.
Come on, take everything you can. Come on.
Jamie's still taking best lap so far, but you'd have to assume Callum in a bit of free air on the softs that actually may be falling off round about now. Wendell and Aaron getting nice and close. Kishan ahead, not safe from them by any means. Danio, all very close to coming into contact with Frequent Carp, but he's very close behind. He's going to try and force an overtake soon, you have to assume. I think he's got the pace over Carp. But sometimes when your pace delta is not that big, it's hard to make anything stick. You know, you have to back off a few times and make sure you don't come together, which is good driving from him, good racing.
Oh, Aaron's had an incident.
As you know,
He had a lit up his rear tyres, but he managed to hold it, but he's lost his position to Heckles. Yeah.
He's kept back in though. He's stayed right behind him. As there we are. Daniel's made a move on Frequent Carp. He's compromised his corner exit in the second to last corner, or third to last, but he's held it well, and he's pulling a bit of a gap from Carp already. You'd assume with DRS and obviously the long straight, Carp is going to get right back onto the back of him. He tries to break the toe and he just follows him along. Good racing from the pair of them, nice and clean that. Now looking a bit further up the field, Wendell.
I think Callum's tyres are sort of losing their spark. He hasn't really. The last 2 laps, he's probably only gained by like a tenth, 2 tenths. So
yeah, on the softs, 11 lap old, it's forgivable. He's currently about a tenth down on his best time. Yeah, you think probably jump on the hard soon.
yeah, probably I'd say next lap. Lap 13, lap 14.
Yeah, so you're sure that we'll get to the end. You don't want to do it a bit too early and have to pit again.
Yeah, you don't leave it too long that you get jumps by the undercut or overcut, depending on what tyre you're on.
I'm with you. Wendell and his brother Kishan. You can see what?
Very close
I
this
can
lap.
see a Jamie in my rearview mirror.
He's just set the fastest lap, so that's not too shocking.
Well, it's just
Shrimpy
maybe like
well
it is,
obeyed blue flags there. As if you weren't even there. Oh, something's happened. Oh no, 2 people have pitted. Always gets me that. It's Aaron and me Master have pitted for the hards. Wendell and Killer both on the same tyre, same length, both medium, so they'll probably get another 5 or 6 laps out of these. And both going hammer and tongue, yeah. Is there anyone at the minute running somewhere particularly surprising for you?
I'd say Danny, I think, because he was quite low down when he in qualifying, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he was about where he is, there or thereabouts.
Really?
He's gone up 1 place, yeah, he qualified P8.
Oh, okay.
But I do sort of agree, Danny. He does qualify well, but I think in the race he's not quite as quick. I think I might be making this up, but I think usually he drops back a place or 2. But for him to get to sort of mid-race distance where we're coming up to now, he'll still be still be in the point. Sorry, I just got a bit laughing a bit as Shrimpy just pulled over the side of the straight. It looked so pathetic. I'm sorry.
The pace they were going at, I did not want to wipe any of them out.
Oh, Wendell with a bit of a moment. He's been overtaken by Heckles, as you were saying something about somebody. Yeah, he was just coming into the straight as Aaron takes Dolt. But the main thing is Wendell had a bit of a moment. Now, would these mediums be falling off already? That's a bit early, I would have thought.
Alfie is under a second.
Shit, I didn't clock that. You dead right. Tell you what, mate, if you don't get a seat in this league, you've got a seat in this box as of next week because Shrimpy's going back to work.
Come on.
Yep.
Right, so we're going to have him there in the straight. He's going to have DRS. What do we reckon? What do we reckon?
Bit too far, and he's
gone to the
pitted.
pit. Oh, is he going for the overcut there? Alfie going for another one. He could have just followed him into the pits. Thought another lap. Better bet.
I think Alfie will go a bit deeper, you know. I think he might, because I think this is a bit early for mediums. If they're only pitting for now for the softs, or if the soft
Jamie's
runners are
pitting
only
for the
now
hard
pitting.
now. Jamie's pitting for the hards. That'll take him to the end of the race if he's careful.
Yeah.
I'd have thought maybe Alfie, given that it's Alfie, the fucking tyre whisperer, maybe take these tyres to lap 22 if he can, and then pit.
Well,
for
Sonny's just
softs.
set purple second. Obviously, there's again, I'm unsure if that's accurate or not. But if he's feeling comfortable on these mediums, he could probably go another 3-4 laps before he has to go on to.
I don't know what he's like in F2, but in F1, tyres don't seem to bother him.
Oh, really?
He's a bit of a Sergio Perez in that he never seems to struggle with tyres.
You get a nice DRS pull down the straight, and he's coming in. This will be interesting to see.
Alfie's pitted, right, so he's going to pit on the hards as well.
I knew he was going in a bit
Oh,
quick
he's had the
there.
penalty!
He was going in a bit quick there.
Yeah, he locked up as he come in, didn't he?
Oh, this could cost him.
So, Jamie coming round now. Kishan gets a 5-second penalty as well. Alfie is going to lose the position to Jamie, I'd have thought. As they both come out side by
Around
side.
the outside.
Oh, but Alfie on the cool tyres. Oh no, he's going to really want to stick onto the back of Jamie, but he doesn't have the grip. He's going to take probably a lap and a half to be, or a lap to be where Jamie is with in terms of tyre temperature. That's a bit of a shame for him. Danny running P5. He's not pitted yet, but that's not bad going.
That's a heart-sinking feeling, isn't it? Crossing that line and seeing that 5-second penalty pop up.
Oh, especially when you're up there fighting. I was going to say for the lead, but I don't know what that feels like. Fighting for points, I know what that's like. But yeah, no, it's. That's why I'd rather. I'm always dead careful now going into the pits. I would rather definitely lose 2 seconds than maybe lose 5.
But just quickly, Dotted Dow is on the back of Dude River. It looks like he's gonna probably make the move probably down the straight.
Got Shrimpy causing yellow flags. Did something happen, or did he just properly brake?
No,
to, let someone
moved
pass?
out the way, slammed on the brakes to let someone pass again.
Heckles
I've
and
probably
Callum
been
both
overtaken
pitted.
by about 10 people now.
Don't forget to change gear as frequent cart goes into the pits.
Let's see what Aaron. So Aaron got the jump back on Heckles, so he's back in front of him.
He has that. He's having a look at Kishan as well. He's got separated from his brother after the pit stops. He's 2 drivers splitting him up now. They do
Yeah,
like
I've
to
noticed
drive
Kishan has
together.
really made his car quite big in this race. He's always had a train of at least 3 or 4 cars behind him, and again he's building up a nice little train again.
He likes to have a bit of company, does Kishan, doesn't he? But the fact that he can keep him behind him,
Exactly.
Yellow flag
that's
in front of me.
impressive.
that's the sort of main thing. If Mean Master takes Dirty Monster, was that a genuine pass? There was no pit stops involved.
Dirty Monster crashed.
Oh, he's having problems, isn't he?
Yeah,
Has
he
got
went
some
off the
wing
track.
damage as well. No, his wing looks
But this takes us
okay.
back to what we was talking about, right, with Kishan. You know, he's a great racer. He's got the pace. He's got the speed. If he can just keep that consistency and not make that error that cost him so much.
Yeah, and get the reputation that he's got. The reputation's not there for no reason. He does like a bit of a crash. But when he's not crashing, he's probably, and I feel dirty saying this, but he's probably in the top 5 drivers in this league.
Exactly. Even in F2, he shows signs of such good pace and
We're P2 out there in F2, wasn't he?
exactly
in
qualifying. Yeah.
but he's just, I don't know. He's a bit. He likes the wall.
He does, doesn't he? I've noticed he likes to face the other way and see us face to face quite a lot.
Maybe that's it. He's just such a fan of motorsport. He'd rather spin so he can watch everybody come past.
Absolutely. You know, I've always seen him with his hand up, waving, and I feel obliged to wave back.
Yeah. So Evan and Frequent Carp having a bit of a battle. Alfie and Jamie. Alfie's got DRS on him. He's just set the fastest lap. They're both on the hard. Bit of a lock-up coming into turn one. It's heartbreaking coming down this track, being that close to someone after DRS, and then coming into this section where you're not going to make a pass realistically, unless there's a massive delta between you. Out at Steve. Oh, I told you. Right, so he's staying right on the back of him. Is he going to make something happen in this DRS? I've not seen a lot of overtaking. I've seen blue flag overtaking, but not much beyond that in this second.
You see lots of blue flag overtaking.
Yeah, have you been lapped yet? Yeah, you haven't, you?
Yeah, I've been lapped by about everybody. Honestly, the leaders are going to lap me a couple of times in this race.
So I just want to say quickly that Kishan has now caught up to Evan and Frequent Carp. So now Frequent Carp is now leading this big train all the way back.
No, you're not wrong. What's that, 5-6 cars?
That is a very big train.
Heckles and Wendell not far behind either. They're not out of the realms of possibility that they get involved in this. And he's on 18-lap-old mediums. He's not pitted yet. He's going to have to box pretty soon and let these guys past him.
There's a lot of points up available here.
There is, because sort of all the way from P5 to P9 are in this train. As Evan goes for the move up the inside, a bit of contact. Oh no, Carp got fucked by Evan there.
Oh, did Carp get fucked again?
Close.
Well, he is not having a good day, is he?
It was the slightest of touches. As Aaron's having a look at him as well now.
He's dipped a Will Frequent on the grass, which is going to help out Aaron, but Aaron's let off a little bit, I think. I'm going to risk it.
He's staying with him. It's not an easy part of the track to overtake. He's having a look, Aaron, but he's thinking better of it. He knows where to put the car. He knows when to push and when to attack. He's having a look around the outside. Oh, Carp, be careful. He nearly took him out. Oh, and Aaron's nearly took him out. Oh, he's fucking all going here. He's going to have DRS.
Little love tap.
Little bit. Carp's got DRS as well, so he's not going to be there. Oh, he's going around the outside, Aaron. Oh, that was aggressive. I had that on board. That was amazing to watch.
Yeah, I did as well. That was
what
pretty...
happened to Carp? He's dropped down 3 places there. Did he have to get on the brakes
move
that
sort
hard?
of stunned him a little bit, I think.
Oh shit, sorry.
Yeah.
Alfie is... Oh no! Oh god, the leaders together!
Oh wow. Yeah, I just caught that.
Oh, I saw that Alfie was half a tenth behind Jamie. And then when I got
Callum is now on the back of them.
Oh man, can Callum do a Cinderella story that would have been impressive last week, but now it's sort of a foregone conclusion that Callum's probably the best one here. But he's not won yet, so we still like him. But he's right on the back and he's troubling these. As Kishan's troubling, Aaron's troubling Kishan, he's troubling Evan. It's all going on at the minute. Frequent Carp, you'd have to assume he's going to pit. He's the only man yet to pit on the 20-lap-old mediums. Jamie's just let Callum by. He's just let him past. That
Probably might use him to pull him along, maybe.
It looked deliberate, that. As Aaron having a look up the inside of Kishan, all the nice things we were saying about him, all the nice things we were saying have sort of come to naught now because Kishan's just forgot how to drive. So Callum's taken Alfie as well. He's got the inside into turn one. Alfie can't defend. Callum's got the tyre advantage. There's nothing he can do.
Heartbreaking for Alfie with that time penalty as well. He's just watching him drive away. It's just
yeah,
going to be...
What about that? Yeah. Daniel pits. Frequent Carp still hasn't pitted. He's done for another lap. Oh man. If Callum becomes a regular fixture, you know we were laughing about how Alfie's only 80 points in the lead or whatever it is. If Callum joins this league full time, Alfie could have a problem. two Red Bulls running P4 and P5, very close to
Yeah,
them.
I'm really surprised Evan hasn't let them through. They're on different strategies. Evan's on 18 lap hole tyres, so
Yeah, he's got a pit again, and
he's
he's
still.
there. We are.
I
Aaron
think
takes
there
him
we
out.
are.
I think the problem, because of how close the train is, he didn't want to let Aaron past, and also let Kishan and Heckles and
Absolutely.
Wendell pass.
Nearly made contact there.
Oh
Kishan.
yeah, there's a bit of coming together. There was a bit of contact there between Kishan and Heckles, just a little bit, not even a love tap, just a little gentle caress. There's Dude River further back the field. He's being attacked pretty viciously by Dirty Monster. He has a look around the outside. Nothing's happening there. As Heckles takes Kishan on the straight with DRS.
That's a nice move. What's happened here? Evan got a bit. No, it's fine. He's coming back at him.
Yeah, Heckles and Kishan side by side going to turn three. A bit of contact, and Kishan's gone.
Kishan's
and Heckles gone. They're both.
Oh, the nice things we're saying.
Oh, cursing the commentator.
Oh no.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, they got to be
Heckles?
careful
You
here.
just
They got to
destroyed
be
his
careful
front
here.
wing. Oh no. Kishan possibly for an unsafe re-entry, and Heckles just destroyed his front wing like Hamilton did at Imola. Oh dear.
Drama
Great
happening
little
there.
fight, a great little train going on.
The virtual safety car is out. Or out.
Oh yeah.
but yeah.
Me Master's got a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. So you have another. Oh, Maddie in the chat, bless you when I sneezed. Oh. Heckle's got a 5-second penalty as well. These virtual safety cars fucking everyone. You said there was going to be another safety car. Are you still sticking behind that?
Yeah, I'm
12
still going to
laps
say
to go.
there's two. Yep.
Alfie's pitted. Going for the mediums, trying to. Oh, this is a slow start. Oh, he had front wing damage, didn't he? I thought it was Jamie who had the front wing damage. Did they both have it? Yeah, they both have it. Oh, bloody
What
hell.
happened?
Well, they came together, and I think Jamie's front wing got damaged on Alfie. I don't know whose fault it was, because as I looked at them, they were together. But with green flag, by the way, as Heckles gets a 5-second penalty in the spit lane. But at some point, Alfie's got front wing damage as well. It might have been at the same time, it might not have been. Evan, he's well in DRS of Aaron. He's staying on him, but he's got 10 lap older tyres. He's not going to go for an overtake, is he?
The grid's starting to sort of pan out a little bit now. I think the closest battle is probably Dirty Monster.
Yeah, I think after Kishan and Heckles took themselves out of the race, that broke up
changed things up.
Yeah, it broke everything up. As Heckles got another 5-second penalty for crossing the line. That was his second one, wasn't it?
Oh, it's gone from bad to
Yeah,
worse
he's got
for him.
10 seconds now.
He's having such a good race as well.
It was going pretty well for him. Yeah, so Dirty Monster at the minute is the only proper battling we've got on track. Wendell's having a bit of a look at Evan, the half a second between them at the minute. That's it's not coming down. It's sort of staying pretty close. Or is he having a go now? He's only thought about going around the outside of him. Wendell round Evan. He's not made it happen though. Evan has got a pit again, and he can't take his tyres to the end. It's a hard track to overtake, but it's not that fucking hard. But yeah, it has settled down a little bit. Wendell's biting all over the back of him. He's ready. I think during maybe the DRS zone coming up soon, he's going to have a look, because he's even through these sectors where he's having a lot of dirty air to deal with, he's staying right on the back of him. He's not done the Aaron special around the outside and just touching the gravel, but he had a bit of a look. You'd have to assume down the back straight now he's going to make something stick. Callum currently 6 seconds nearly in the lead. Fucking hell. I think he's a bit good at this game, do you?
That's insane.
I mean, Alfie's setting fastest laps now, but he is down in P6 and he's got some traffic to deal with.
Alfie's in P6.
He has his pitted
he's
again, he's
pitted.
pitted for medium.
Ah.
think his hope is that Callum either has to pit again or he's going to slow down towards the end.
Yeah, I think.
And Jamie's on
I think
hard.
it's
So
also
he's
clear
going to
that
take
5 second as well.
He's what?
He's cleared his 5 seconds, so now he can just
Oh,
sort
of
of push
course,
on.
yeah. He had a 5-second penalty, didn't he? So that's gone. So it's just a minute. So I'll settle down a little bit, like you say. Wendell, he's not able to make anything stick on Evans. He's just getting in the way of him, but he's not far off. If Heckle puts the fastest lap on the soft. Softs at this point, is that, well, if he's just pitted for him, that's not too bad. The 1 lap old, yeah, he'll probably get to the end on those, won't he?
I think, obviously, 1-7 comes in, he'll be on the softs as well. It'll just be where he comes out.
At this point, yeah.
He's doing really well on these 22.5 so he's really keeping him at bay, you know?
He is, yeah, he's
Allowing him to get
keeping
past.
Wendell behind him on softs that are
And
probably...
there goes Alfie.
Alfie's just taken them both. Oh, he's taken Wendell. That's going to actually really help Evan, that. Because now Evan's going to have to fight Alpha. Or he's going to pull a bit of a gap between them. Can we get Wendell out of his DRS, maybe? If Evan plays this really well here and keeps Alpha behind him, he's still going to be quicker. Because Wendell's going to have to try and find a way past as opposed to just the raw pace.
Exactly.
So he may very well get out of DRS. There's about 0.7 seconds between Evan and Wendell at the minute.
And Evan's done a really good job anchoring for Aaron, who's now like, what, 3 seconds up the road?
Oh, he's slowing him down, he's Evan, yeah. But as far as his actual race, it might be pretty well. I mean, it's not going to make much difference in the grand scheme of things. He's still not going to get a pit stop gap. Wendell is going to take him when he boxes, which...
Absolutely, he's done enough to hold him up to allow Aaron to get away.
Of course, Aaron will be grateful now for the DRS down the back straight. He's going to make mincemeat of Evan here, and he's just going to let it happen because there's nothing he can do. Oh no, maybe he's not. Oh, it's coming together. Oh man, Evan is getting his elbows out today. 24-lap-old halves
Just like
fighting Alfie on the 3-lap-old mediums. Is brave, possibly foolish, and there's a little bit of contact. He's got Wendell right up the back of him once again. Excuse me. So, that was an interesting tactic. Now, let's talk about Aaron. Let's talk about Aaron a little further up the field as Dolt rolls into the pits. 13-second gap to Alfie, 14-lap-old hards. Is he taking these hards to the end of the race, do you reckon?
Yeah, he's definitely going to the end.
His
question
Hodge is
is-
still very good, by the way.
He's what?
I'm 20 laps in on the hards, I think we're around 20 laps.
17,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was 17. Yeah.
17, and they still feel really good.
I was talking to Aaron about this earlier. They don't seem to fall off the hards. They just last and last and last. I think I did probably 23, 24 laps before this was horrible. Like, obviously, you start losing a few tenths before then, but you probably got to about lap 24, 5, 6 before you were losing like a second a lap. You know, so if you're in the last 20 laps of the race, 30 laps of the race, you'd take that over a pit stop, wouldn't you?
I'm being caught up by a Red Bull.
Got a yellow flag as one of the Hasses. It's Tommy Lad as he's been lapped by Callum, the other Hass. So you're not the only one who's been lapped, Shrimper. And quite an interesting
Sorry,
fact
lad.
here.
I'm coming off the track for you.
Tommy Lad is about as far... Oh, and he's put himself on the wall, never mind. I was going to say he's about as far behind Lord Crashter as you are behind him. But no, he's put himself on the wall now, so he's ruined that. He's really struggled getting back onto the track.
Fuck me, you really, really wanted to take that one, Todd.
Oh, Wendell's had Evan at some point. Didn't notice that one. So Evan's going to have
Yellow
to box
flag
it off the machine
conditions
now.
ahead. Oh, Tommy Lad. I've overtaken Tommy Lad.
Well, don't slow down then. Put your foot down.
I had to. Blue flag. That
was that
was
the-
trying to overtake me.
I was looking at the wrong Renault. Well, yeah. Did you clock Wendell going past Evan? That just sort of happened.
Yeah, it just sort of happened. We didn't really see what went on, but
Not much
Evan's
fanfare.
really on the
Tommy
back
Lad's
end
crashed
of
again.
Blue River now.
yeah, those rear tyres will be cooked in his. So Evans going to have to box this lap, you have to assume. Well, he's not. Yeah, he just started the next lap. 26 lap old. I was saying about 24, 25 laps.
That final point.
It's Dirty Monster takes Dude River. But he comes right back at him, but he's got Heckles behind him having a bit of a look as well. Best thing Dude River can do at the minute now is get back in front of Dirty Monster and let him deal with Heckles, who seems a quicker driver. Ooh, nearly contact, but it wasn't. That's a virtual safety car.
Oh, virtual. Ooh.
What's happened? Is he
quite
Tommy Lad
sure.
again? Tommy Lad was going
Who's crashed
slowly,
out?
but no. He don't look like anybody. Tommy Lad was going very slowly again, but... Oh, he's got no front wing, so he's crashed again, but... He's still driving. Well, he's still moving, not driving. He's really struggling on these softs now. He's had to stop. He's been lapped all the way down to Dirty Monster, Dude River and Heckles. As Kishan comes to lapping, oh, there's nearly a bit of contact there. Move a bit further up the field. Evan, he's going to have to pit on these surely. You can't take these to the end, can he? You're probably a bit late now. You probably have to take these to the end because the gap in time's not going to help him, is it?
Oh, me, Master. He keeps losing connection. He's bouncing in front of me.
Oh, he does look a bit wobbly.
He keeps bouncing. He's literally just lapped me and then he started bouncing.
Heckles takes Dude River as Alfie is within DRS of Aaron. The McLaren and the 2 racing points both fighting for the last. Tommy Lad's DRS. I think he's the pit lane there.
There you go. Yeah, he'd done it in the pit lane.
But, if you
Probably
go to
because
Alfie,
I was 30 seconds ahead of him.
That'll be it. Yeah, that'll be the reasoning, I'm sure. So Alfie's going to have a look at the inside. No, he backs out, thinks better of it. He's all calmed down a little bit, which is nice. But Heckles, Dude River and Dirty Monster having a good little battle for the final point here. Is there anything I've missed, lads? What we're looking
Well,
at?
Alfie's now climbed onto the back of Aaron.
He's very close, isn't he?
Sector 2.
Just starting it now. He's staying right close to him. I've said it before, but could we see our first overtake in the middle sector, in the DRS zone? We don't see a lot of it there. He's got his DRS open now. He seems to have the time on him. Oh shit, no, sorry. We've seen Aaron do a couple of moves on the outside there, haven't we?
Yes.
As Aaron cocks
Aaron's
himself up.
gone.
Oh, he did not want to do that. He was running so well as Wendell's taking him now. And Evans probably Evans closed the gap from 9 to 3 seconds. Bloody hell. Right, well, the Red Bulls are next to each other again, as is often the case. And now everyone's out of everyone's DRS. Aaron's in Wendell's DRS, to be fair. I'm already spectating him, but I'm trying to spectate him. It's just the game got confused.
Interesting to see if he took any damage. He actually made contact with the
Didn't
wall.
look like he did. I don't know if he hit the wall. He didn't look to me like he did.
Yeah, he looked like he sort of beached it enough that it sort of stopped him, but...
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a kiss, but his front wing looks intact. The side plates and the sort of little frills on the bottom, the skirts, both seem there. Wendell's got the tyre advantage, but not massively. It's this sort of point in the tyre life at sort of 16 to 20 laps maybe, it is about how you've managed it as opposed to
Absolutely, sort of balanced
it's not
itself
fell
out.
off the cliff yet, has it? It's probably like the sort of 22 lap, 23, which Evans absolutely have. He's nearly taken these 30 laps. But I mean, P6, you can't really knock him for it. I mean, Aaron's closing him down. He's the only man in DRS range, aside from Kishan on Dude River, a little bit further back down the field. He's got DRS. He's sticking very close to the back of him. Kishan's pushed him into the dirty line, but he's forced the overtake. Great move from Aaron. He's up into the P4. Now, oh, go on.
Aaron could probably do Evan a favour here, but then Evan's going to pit anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I don't know. Is he pitting? I think Evan's going to take it to the end of the race.
It's not. Well, yeah, actually, yeah. If you look at,
He's got
30
2
laps,
seconds
it's
left,
mad.
and there's 2 laps left. There's no... After the sort of lap 26, 27, 28, there's not much to be gained from pitting for softs.
That's
Unless
impressive. 30 laps
He's
on
done
these hard
alright,
tyres.
hasn't he? He's still got pace, because Daniel's probably
And he
taken a
showed very
tenth
good
out of him
pace.
in 2 laps. As Wendell is looking at coming back at Aaron. It's not going to be quite that easy for him, but he's definitely going to think about it, staying on the back of him. We've got a yellow flag as Shrimpy's going slowly. What are you doing, mate?
I had blue flag, and I was on a racing line round a very tight corner, so I went no.
Well, it looks like you may finish your first Formula 1 race. You don't have to actually stop when there's blue flags. I saw that.
Again, I didn't want to cut in front of him. I'm all the way at the back, so there is absolutely no point in me trying to race like that, see? I'm just going to let him go.
Fair enough. Lord
Is there
Crashman
no-
just comes out
Is
the
there
pits
no
on the soft.
ghosting for lap cars?
No.
No, okay.
No. There's no ghosting here. In no fashion. Even AI cars, they can fuck you up, and often do. Jamie, 14 seconds behind Callum. Alfie, nearly 8.7 seconds behind Jamie. A couple of laps left. I don't know that there's enough time for either of them to catch him, as Callum's on his first lap and just laps freaking carp, I think. Or, yeah, it must be. Or Dude River, maybe. Wendell sticking well and truly on the back of Aaron. He's not giving this fight up just yet. Daniel, actually, that 2 second gap he had a lap and a half ago, he's down to half a second. He's starting to worry about fuel. He's got an orange light on, but it's his second to last lap for these lads. He's going to make something happen down the DRS straight. He's got the tyre advantage all the way. Yellow flag in sector 2.
That was mate.
Shrimpy again.
That's the first time I've come off the track today.
Pick your moment.
That's not even a lie. That is the first time I've come off the track and into gravel. I think my tyres are starting to give up now.
He's done alright, hasn't he?
Callum's about to make his way around the last corner, so
Well, there we are. On his second race, qualified P15. He comes around the final corner, 15 seconds ahead of anybody else. Callum RGX 97 wins the Netherlands Grand Prix, and he does it with fastest lap at the end as well. Jamie
He only
round
lapped
in the
me
final
3
cap
times.
now. Jamie coming around the final corner. What's he able to do? Is he going to take the fastest lap? I doubt it, but he does finish P2. Alfie in the last corner comes in P3. Great drive from the current leader of the championship. Dude River Dalton Shrimpy's race has come to an end as Aaron comes across the line in P4 with Wendell right behind him in P5. Another lap, maybe he'd have had a chance, but not just yet. Evan dragged those tyres out for 32 laps and comes in P6, followed by Daniel in P7, which I think is where he qualified. I'll be able to tell you... Yeah, position up. He qualified P8. As Mean Master comes home, P8. Frequent Carp, a few seconds behind him. On the... there was a penalty. I don't know if... no, yeah, he still finishes P8. Frequent Carp finishes P9. Heckles down 3 places and he's got a penalty. He crosses the line 10th and he only had a 5-second penalty, so that means Dirty Monster. Oh, photo finish between Dirty Monster and Kishan. But I think Dirty Monster takes the last point. Takes the final point. They were neck and neck.
he does. And I do feel for Kishan.
Yeah, he could have done. He had a lot of pace right now. He had it in F2. He was doing really well. And yeah, that was quite a good strategic race. And there was a little bit of sadness going on. But Callum, fantastic drive. And now he's won from P15 without crashing. We can now solidly say, much like Alfie, we hate him. So, yeah, we hate Alfie because he wins all the time, and now we hate Callum. And now I'm starting to find myself wanting Alfie to win again. So, that's been... where are we? Netherlands. I've been so drunk. We've had Shrimpy driving, and there was really no point in that. I hope you had fun, though. How did you find it?
I actually quite enjoyed it. Reasonably enjoyable, but a bit strange being lapped by everyone bar one driver.
Well, at least you didn't get slapped by everybody, eh?
I only made one mistake, and that was it.
What about you, Alpaca? How have you found your first race in the box?
It was actually really interesting. It was actually pretty fun to follow.
I think when we get like a wet race or something, if you stick around with us, you'll it gets a little bit more hectic. And like Spa last week, was it last week? Spa.
Yeah, Spa.
We were just
Oh
in
my god.
pieces laughing. It was brilliant. But you're very welcome back anytime. But the thing everybody watching is worried about, Lord Crasher says he doesn't think his 4-stop worked. I don't think it did either. But the thing everyone wonders about, no one gives a shit about the race. What really worries is the poll in the Discord. Which is the better love story? There was 3 entries. The votes have been counted. And in 3rd place for the best love story in the PGL League is Wendell and Kishan with 1 vote. So not even Wendell and Kishan voted for them. They had 1 vote. TGH and his imaginary girlfriend in P2 with 3 votes, which is very sad, really. And for the 2nd day in a row, winning a poll, the winner with 7 votes of the best love story in the PGL League is Shrimpy and Magic Mike. Put it there.
These guys love me here.
I prefer Magic Mike though. Right,
So long as they don't vote for me as driver of the day, I'm quite happy.
no, there's no danger of that. So one thing
I was just
Alpaca,
happy that after
you'll-
13 laps I was up in 10th place.
yeah, but you
That's
weren't
it.
after
That
36.
was the highlight.
Right, so one thing you'll come to know, Alpaca, that we don't really know, so end the stream. So we